Fireworks injuries turned deadly this year in Michigan, and some of you may still be tempted to keep celebrating. Over in western Michigan, a 43-year-old Holland woman died after a fireworks lighting went bad. 9 others were injured. That was just one incident. Paula Topman joins us now from McLaren, Oakland, over in Pontiac, where one ER physician is really sounding the alarm and the danger about these fireworks. Paula.
Yeah, hi Karen, hi everybody. When I check with all of our major hospital systems, it's hard to get a total picture because everybody keeps statistics on these kinds of injuries differently. However, here at McLaren, they are seeing enough that they are sounding the alarm. I do want to warn you, in this story, we show some video of fireworks demonstrations where mannequins are being used, but it could be jarring. Certainly, many of us have seen the graphic demonstrations on how fireworks can do serious bodily harm.
It comes down to safety. People just aren't being safe with fireworks.
Unfortunately, at the 15 McLaren Emergency and Trauma Centers, which includes their 13 hospitals statewide, physicians have seen these injuries firsthand this year, including a teenager who was knocked unconscious this week, and a man treated at McLaren Macomb who lost his hand. We've seen injuries where people have, like I said, where they've lost a hand or a finger. They've had reproductive issues where people have been hit in the torso, the genitals. It just depends on the season and the fireworks, and this season we've seen quite a few of those injuries. Dr. Dan Wall says the injuries coming in consist of everything from children burning their hands with sparklers to teenage boys with full frontal, torso, and genital injuries when home fireworks misfire, to adult men and women being seriously injured because they've altered fireworks or misjudged their getaways after igniting the fuses. Or people will link multiple firecrackers together, and that I think causes a lot of the injuries, especially with hands and fingers, and that's what causes, because some of them, it just destroys the hand. It doesn't usually blow it completely off, or the fingers completely off. Sometimes it does, but a lot of times it destroys the hand or the fingers to the point where it's not repairable. The Consumer Product Safety Commission, which tracks fireworks-related injuries and deaths, reported that in 2022 there were 11 deaths nationwide and some 10,200 fireworks-related injuries, and a steady increase from year to year on those injuries. It's too early to get 2023's numbers because the home shows are still going on. Though at the McLaren Group, the number of injuries have not gone up significantly, but even one injury that results in the need to go to the hospital is serious. And then instead of lighting them away and you know, a significant distance away and walking away or running away from the fireworks, they'll light them in their hands, and instead of throwing them, or they'll hold on to them, and that's how people lose their hand. A lot of times if fireworks don't light, people will try and relight them instead of leaving them alone as considered a dud firework. And then a lot of times when they're relighting them, they lean over the firework, and that's how we see a lot of facial injuries, because the firework lights and then it blows up in their face. Yeah, but you know, they're legal in Michigan. People are going to buy them and they're going to use them. So this is really important, that if you do get a burn, fireworks or any other burn, it is a folklore tale when they say put butter, salve, oil, or any kind of grease or lard on that injury. What happens is, if you do have to go to the doctors, it impedes the ability to actually reach that injury because it creates a film. Just flush the area with cool water, get to the doctors or the hospital as soon as you can. But of course, Karen, we all know this, prevention is the best medicine. Use them properly if you're going to use them at all.
Important advice for us tonight. Thank you, Paula. Appreciate it.